Hey spooky people, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is going to be a flip through of my October Daily 2023 album. So it's gonna actually be 10 years that I posted my first October Daily video back in 2025, where I just talked about this concept and I really wanted to spread the message. A few people like Paige Evans and other creators were, doing October albums, but I thought it'd be really amazing to do an October Daily like Ali Edwards would do for December Daily. And I am so excited that this concept spread. Everybody is doing it now and it's a thing, and I'm just so proud of that video. I can't believe it's already 10 years. That's wild. I do want to do something special to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of that first video. So if you're new, please consider subscribing, because there's going to be a lot more Halloween content coming out very soon, including October Daily projects. Before we begin, I should also mention I did film a music only flip through, so if you're not interested in all the little details, you can watch the shorter flip through video. I'll link it in this one as well. Alright, let's flip through my altered junk journal here. So pretty. It's a little chunky, and that's because I can't find 2-inch cinch wires anymore. I'm not sure why they stopped making them. I really can't find them anywhere. Even other manufacturers, like I can't find 2-inch. I don't know why. So if I had a 2-inch binder ring, it wouldn't be so alligator round. So I tried my best to keep it as flat as possible. As you can see, this is a children's book that I altered, and I did keep some of the pages for inside of the journal. And I'll point out what's vintage when I get there. So let's get started. So this is the front cover, and I love that it has a house. The reason why I went with this book is because this is the first year that my boyfriend and I moved into this apartment, and this is our first October together here, and I just really like all the house and homey imagery in this book, so I thought it went perfectly, and I love purple. So there was like a name here that I couldn't get out, so I just put the sticker there. I added some of my favorite trims here at the edge just to decorate the covers. This is my cover page, so what I did was I just took the book page from the story, I stamped with a bunch of different stamps, added a label here, and this is pattern paper that I just glued down to cover, I think there was like branding, information, so I just covered that up. It's a little busy, but I think I still like it, and I die cut it out October Daily, and then I covered just to kind of balance it out. I have some of this vintage rickrack up here and down here. And this is the back side of that page, and I didn't want to cover up the copyright. I wanted that to stay, so I just kind of decorated around it. I added some washi tape. This is a KB and Friends printable, and just some stickers from the spooky, what's it called? It's the collection that came out last year from Simple Stories. It's a vintage collection. I'm not sure the name right now, but I use the die cuts and stickers from that collection, and these are some stickers from Photoplay, also that came out last year, I believe. So this is the first year I documented something in September. So September 30th, I went to a friend's house and we did a little Halloween get together. We painted pumpkins, and this is the first time I've ever painted pumpkins before, and it's actually kind of fun and therapeutic. So I definitely want to try that again. So I just added a lot of, like, you'll see throughout this album, I do a lot of collages on pic frame because I have a lot of photos. So there's a collage here, and this is just a picture of my pumpkin, and I did this a lot in this album as well. I cut around the image to make it fit on the page, so I don't have to use too many pages. So you'll see that a lot happening in this album. So I just added some stickers, did my journaling, and just kept it simple. So I covered my address here, that's why there's a post-it. So basically for the first page, first day, I wanted to document the entrance of our home with the wreath, and I decorate everything pretty much, even the hallway, like up the stairs. So I just did a little cluster here. This is a banner for my Beetlewing collection, and then I just stamped out Home Sweet Haunted Home, and I just kept this one pretty simple. I really like how it looks. So this is another storybook page, and what I did was I took my Tombow Erotogen colored pencils and I just colored the flowers in, and the trees, the leaves, just to give it some color. So this is again the first, another collage. I journaled about the day here, and just simple embellishing. I didn't really go all out. I didn't really do any crazy bells and whistles in this album. I just really wanted to get it done, honestly. I have 3 more albums to do, and not including this one for 2025. So yeah, at this point I don't do anything fancy anymore. I just want to get the album done. So for this page, I just I like astrology a lot. Documented my top 3. This is my sun, my rising, and my moon, and then I have a lot of Scorpio placement in my chart as well. So I technically look at all 4 of these signs whenever I read anything about astrology. An Instagram account that I follow, the Pulp Girls, and so I just thought it'd be fun because, you know, they're all these like Halloween horror women, and I love Nadja, I love all of these, so why not? I thought it was fun to add into the album. So day 3 here, so I skipped the days that I don't have anything, so I skipped day 2. So day 3, I did my last Halloween haul. I bought other things throughout the month, but this was officially my last Halloween haul. And these are the items that I purchased, and this is just a selfie to document that the weather was really beautiful, which is not very common here. To have a warm October is odd, and the fact that I was outside with like a spaghetti strap dress was just like, it needed to be documented. The weather was so nice at the beginning of the month, and then it literally snowed on the 30th. Like, we were having the best weather and then snow right away. So anyway, so that's what I'm documenting here. The morning moon, so I went to work that day in the office and I saw the moon in the morning, so that's just that. I started Only Murders. I love the show so much, so I just basically documented about the day here. And this is an actual vintage book page, and I like it because it has day 3. Well, it says 3 and 4, so I use this page specifically. It's actually a music note page. I use it specifically here because day 3 and day 4. I love doing stuff like that. So day 4, nothing really, just documenting a few things here. Again, simple decorating. And I believe this is also day 4, yeah, and I took pictures of this park close by and titled it Wickedly Warm. Sorry for the glare, but I hope you guys can see that. And then this is a pocket documenting the 6th, and I think the 5th is here. Yeah, this is the 5th. So I documented my last Studio Calico haul for Halloween. I ordered the Halloween kit and another stamp set. I started watching, growing up, I loved when sitcoms would do Halloween specials. And the ones I loved were Home Improvement and I think Roseanne and other shows, you know, like Family Matters and all those really classic 90s shows. I loved when they would do Halloween episodes. So this year I watched all of the Home Improvement ones. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then this is a selfie of the outfit I wore to work. I like how I did my makeup, so I kind of tried to do an orangey, you know, glam makeup. Not really, but anyway, I really like how this turned out. And the background paper is from my October Nights printables. I do have, in case you're new, I do design digital collections, and I have quite a few for Halloween, so if you're interested, I'll link my shop below. So this is just an altered guest check that I made, and then I just added some more embellishments, and then I did my journaling on the back of it for the day. And then on this day in the office, I decorated it with my colleague, and we decorated for Halloween. It's so fun. I brought some stuff from home, and so did she, and this is what it looked like. And then the back again, documenting another Home Improvement episode. On the way to my office, there's this beautiful building with all these vines, and it just looks so gorgeous. And I used a specific app to make it. I use this app a lot in October, I noticed. It makes the photos just more, I don't know, gives the photos a really cool filter. And I really like this one, so I have it here, and this is just documenting the 6th, and I just decorated with some stickers. So for this page, this is just a nice photo of the sunset that I wanted to document. I love documenting autumn sunsets, so that's what this is. And I just, you know, simply decorated it with some fall stickers and some fall glittery leaf washi tape. And I did some stamping. It says life is lovely in the fall, crisp autumn air, and then I did the stamping of the date as well. So this one, again, just documenting, I don't know, we were leaving and I just took some pictures. So there's a little ghoul lady hanging from the light, and I just like those photos. So I put a sticker here from, I want to say Paper Hunt. I'll link it below in the description if you're interested. She's a spooky planner shop. She has amazing, beautiful washi tape and stickers, and obsessed. I used some of the ghosts here. Where is it? Some of her ghouly ghosts. I don't know what they're called, but I just call them ghouly ghosts. They're so cute, and you'll see them throughout the album as well. So this is the start of the 7th. This is also the 7th. This is just documenting how I continue decorating the house. I'm almost done. I also watched Hocus Pocus and the Buffy Halloween episodes and Hush. I love to do that every year. And then this page, I added some black pom-pom trim. So this page is just documenting one of our brunches we went to. I added the 2 embellishments from Paige Evans, and then I added some stickles on top to make it sparkly. I don't know if you can see that. And this is again documenting the 8th. It was Thanksgiving the day after, I believe. So we went to my boyfriend's family's house for Thanksgiving dinner. And there was a double rainbow that day, so that was really cool. I was able to get a picture of that. And then the 9th, which it was Thanksgiving Day, yep. We watched the Haunted Mansion movie, and it was honestly not what I was expecting. I gave it 5 stars. It was so fun, and I actually watched it again last year. It's really good. Pleasantly surprised. I loved it. The photos printed out really dark, but you can still see the decor, which is pretty nice. So I love using bigger pages, like bigger photos for my albums. So this is just a giant photo of my tree all laid up really nicely. This is documenting the 10th. And then another photo of the tree. I actually use one of the book pages here. I like how the moon is peeking through. And then I love the sticker, Haunted Home is a Happy Home. That's from Michaels. All these stickers actually from Michaels. Some washi tape. So this is the 10th as well. And another, I like to add photos, selfies of me. So that's just what this is. And then in here I have some photos from the day. I went on a walk. And then another photo. I like the way I decorated this page here. Spooky babe. And then I did some journaling about the 10th and the 11th. And then just some photos because I finally finished decorating for Halloween, and I put all the, like here in the foyer there was just boxes and boxes, and I finally put everything away. So I took pictures of that to show that like it's so nice and neat now with everything put away in the house, fully decorated. I was so happy. That goes back into this paper bag here, which I love using paper bags. And again, I just did a variety of different stickers, some scraps of paper. And then I love this picture of the tree. It's so haunting. Actually, I believe this tree was removed from the parks. I really love how I have this picture. And this is also from the 10th. So now we're moving on to the 12th. And on this day, I received a really happy little Halloween package from my friend. And so I just documented it here. And these are pictures of me wearing the shirt. I absolutely love it. And you'll see I wear this shirt again. I wore it a lot this month, but I wore it again later in the album. So I just added some stickers. Some of them are from, this is Paige Evans. This is also from Paper Hunt. She has like these little number pumpkins. Oh, and the background paper is from my Spooky Pastel paper collection. No, actually it's not. It's from Spooky Pastel or my Halloween Delights. I mixed all my collections, so I'm not really sure, but I will link my shop below and the collections, so if you guys want to just click on them and check them out for yourself. So this is just a photo of my street, so I just covered that for privacy. And then this is a Beetleween sticker that says Home Sweet Haunted Home, and I just added some bats. I just added some ghosts from Michaels. And this is a page from the story that I really wanted in the album, so I just put it here. It's not decorated or anything. And then, so this little pocket page here, this is documenting Friday the 13th, and I went to work in the office and I just happened to see 10/31 Friday, October 13th, and I snapped a photo. And then behind this photo here I have just some journaling from the day. Anyway, I wanted to document some of my early Halloween shopping, and this is the first haul from Michaels, and I'm really sad because this Michaels closed down, and this was the best one near me. It was a mega center. They had so many things and they closed it down, and I'm so heartbroken. These are my first Halloween haul of the season, and then this is just me in the store picking between which skull planter is the best. So I just did some simple decorating, and I added some ribbon here, so it has a pull tab. And then on this card, another one of my earlier decorations that I purchased. I don't really buy fall decor, but I saw this little squirrel with the leaf mask eyes, and I just love it so much, so I did purchase this. And then this is just a nice photo that I took, so I just wanted to document it. It's our front, the apartment's front yard with the leaves and the initials of the landlord's grandfather. So I thought that was cool, and a little bit of history. So anyway, that tucks back here. So they're Halloween inspired, but it didn't really happen in October, so I liked how I put them in those little pockets. And this side here is documenting some of my favorite memes. I always love to do that for every year. It's just fun to see what's trending or circulating around that time. So I just backed them up on some shiny, shimmery black cardstock that I actually picked up in Portugal back in like 2013, I believe. So there's just a couple of my favorite from the season, and then I just added some stickers. So this is a vintage music sheet, and it said a frightening story, and I thought that was fun for the album. But I actually used it to document my photos of my kitties here, because my beautiful Leo baby, he's no longer with us. He passed last October, but this was the start of his downfall, his health decline. So I thought that was fitting because it was a frightening story. We did, he was sick, poor little guy. I miss him every day. He's so beautiful. So on the 14th, I baked apple crumble, and this is just basically photos of the process, and I wanted to use this book page because he's cooking in the story, and I thought that was perfect because I made something here. So my ingredients and the process of making the apple crumble. This is the 15th, and on the 15th I documented my home decor. So I have all of the photos here, and then these are just some other photos that I wanted to kind of highlight on their own. So the background paper is from my Beetleween collection, as well as this card, Baby You're a Haunted House. It's a 3x4 card, but I just trimmed around it so it can fit. And this is a song lyric. I really love it. So this is my Halloween tree, my little Halloween town kind of display here. I did some journaling. And then also on the 15th, I had yogurt with apple crumble. I thought that was really fun for a breakfast meal. And then I did some graffiti at the park bench near us. It said October 15, 2022. So then I put October 15, 2023. And this is also a sticker from Beetleween. And then let's get into my home decor. These are photos from the kitchen and how I decorated. I took so many photos, so like narrowing it down was really hard, but I think I did a good job. So this is documenting the kitchen. I really love how it looks. And this here, the 3 broomsticks bed and breakfast, this is from Michael's a few years ago, and it's up all year, so I never take this down. It's really nice. It fits perfectly there. So this is just his witch's kitchen, and I put like decals in the back, and I just really love how that looks. These are photos of my tree. And then this is the spooky town and the tree and the TV stand, and some photos of the way everything looks like in the dark. These are photos of my decorative ladder bookshelf. So here are pictures of the bathroom. And then this is kind of like the foyer, middle entrance kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, just some more photos of how I decorated this spot here. More pictures like the dining room table, the buffet I have that I call Phoebe, the buffet table. Some more pictures of Halloween Town. And then this is more pictures of the TV stand. And then pictures around the plants and how I decorated the curtains and the couch. So yeah, and I put little fabric tabs here so they're easier to pull out, and just gonna put them back in. So that's the 15th. So this is the 16th, and just documenting chillage at the park, autumn leaves, and my squirrel friend. And then the 17th we buried my grandfather, so I'm not gonna show this page at all, it's private, but I will say this picture right here, it's my reflection on the tombstone, and I thought that was beautiful and haunting, and I definitely had to grab a picture and put it in my October daily. It's kind of fitting, but also I journaled about what that meant for me. So I'm just gonna move right on. That was just a map from the cemetery that I have tucked inside that page. So on the back of that page, I just fussy cut around this picture of our tree in front of our apartment, and it's so beautiful. My little squirrel friend lives in here spot, so I love that I have this documented. And I went with this page here because I thought, you know, with the tree and the colors, it went really nicely. And then this is an antique, I believe it's antique, German book page my friend Maria sent me, Angelfish Designs, and I love it so much. I love like the German writing, it's gorgeous. So I didn't want to cover it up too much, but I had this photo of me at the park and I just decorated it really simply, and this is a label from Paper Person shop that I just stamped, always in favor of crunchy leaves. And then this is also some pictures of the same day, the 19th. Yeah, the 19th. So that's what I'm documenting here. Just a nice fall day. I love to put those type of pictures in my album. Right, so the 20th, I went to work downtown, and this is a beautiful view from my office. And I love seeing the campus and all the colors of fall. It's so beautiful. I have that also, a bigger photo like similar like this. At that time I worked in a different building, so you get a different view from the campus back in 2019 in one of my October dailies. I'll link it below if you want to check it out, the video. So I like that I have this view from another building, and now I don't work in this building anymore. I switched departments, so now I'll have another type of view for the campus in October, and I love that, how I'm documenting that. So I just did some simple decorating. This is kind of like a little pull tab using stickers. And then this is documenting the 20th. So I kind of like jumped around here. So this is the 20th. This is the 22nd. I skipped the 21st, I believe. 22nd, we watched Beetlejuice. I used my Beetleween sticker here. Some photos of us, and then some more photos of us, and then some more photos of us. Just a lazy Sunday. This is a envelope, like a paper bag that I just trimmed to fit because I had a lot of photos. And this is a die cut from Echo Park, says "Hey Boo." And then on the 22nd, I also made some homemade bath salts. So I just made some homemade pumpkin vanilla bath salts for 3 little ghouls over here. And I love how it looked. They're so pretty. I bought these really pretty glass jars. I added some dried flowers, and then I packaged it up really nicely. And I really like doing, you know, different type of fall DIYs like this. So this is the 21st. Oh, okay, I did document the 21st. I just skipped around because I had a lot of photos that were smaller. At this point, I knew my album was getting chunky, and I had to figure out, I had to be creative and figure out how I was going to add these photos. So that's why it's kind of like went from 20, 22, 21. So here I have this little tab so I can switch this page easily. This is a vintage children's book. It's Spooky Bones, and I really wanted to keep the book page showing, but in the end of the day I had to make the page work for me, so I did cover up most of the story, which is fine. So this is just we watched The Shining. This is just a picture of us taken sometime during October. It's not dated, it's just kind of like a placeholder page, and I really like how I decorated it. So this is a card that I got. I did a swap with Charmed Intuition Tarot. She's a Canadian tarot reader. I love her. She's really awesome. She's really great. She pretty much started the trend of using charm casting, and a lot of people do it now, which I love. And so we did a swap. This is our second swap together, actually. And so this is what she sent me. We did a little 13 days of Halloween swap. And I put some of her goodies under my tree. It's really fun to have like this type of swap, and I wish I could do it again this year with someone, because it's just fun to have, you know, presents under your Halloween tree that you can open every day. It's fun. And I took advantage of the card and used it to document the day as well. So this was a meme that my boyfriend sent me, and I love when he sends me stuff like that. It's so cute. So I documented about that there. And then just some photos from that day. I wrapped up some Happy Mail. So I kind of had like a little Happy Mail wrapping party. So for the back of the card, I added some PAPERCAKES papers from my collection. I believe it is October Nights. So this is the 25th, and on this day I wrapped up all of the 13-day swaps that I did for Liz. And I really love how this looks, so pretty. I really loved how I decorated everything, and I kind of wish I did videos or filmed it or something for Instagram, because I really love how I packaged everything. But at least I have this photo. So anyway, and she really loved her package. That's what I forgot to print. I was gonna print her email that she sent me when she got it, so I can add it into, I'm just gonna slip it into the card, but I forgot to do that, so I will be doing that. Alright, so this is the 26th and I worked in the office. This was the building I used to work in. It's beautiful. I love working in old buildings. The architecture is just beautiful. The design, the artwork inside of the buildings, really beautiful. And again, I use that app to create more of like a haunting, you know, effect on the photo. So beautiful. And this is just a meme from that same day that I screenshotted from Instagram. And yeah, just did some simple decorating. And I did put a little bit of vintage lace here, just so I have something to pull. So this is more pictures of me wearing the shirt my friend sent me. And just simple decorating. So the 27th, I made this pocket for this journal. And I was inspired by my friend Maria from Angelfish Designs. And I think it's really nice. This is a vintage pocket that I altered. And then this is just a paper clip from Paper Haunt that I just added some trim on top. So in this pocket, I'm documenting the 27th, which I went on my lunch break. I went to the museum. We have a free museum called Red Path. And I've been wanting to do that for so long. I haven't been since I was a student. I thought October would be the perfect time to go and document that. So one of my minors was anthropology when I studied at this university, and I've always been obsessed with bones since I was a kid. I love dinosaurs, I love fossils. I don't know if this is a real dinosaur or a cast of a dinosaur, but either way, still pretty cool. So I have a lot of photos in here from the museum. So this is the front of the museum. And I did my journaling behind that. I really hope it's not blurry. So they have a lot of beautiful crystals and stuff. This is petrified wood. And I just took, again, a lot of photos, but I had to, you know, narrow it down to just a few. So this is a giant slice of a tree. I forgot what animal this is. These are bones. Yeah. So dinosaurs, my favorite dinosaur is a triceratops, so I had to make sure I took photos of that. More dinosaur stuff, and then Origins of Species book. This is authentic. I love that. Charles Darwin. And then we have mummies as well. There are 3 mummies there. I remember when I went out as a student, I actually saw the mummies, but now they are still in their sarcophagi. They're not like on display, but I wonder if they are now. I haven't been in a while. Again, I went on my lunch break, so I only had an hour, so I was kind of going through this pretty quickly. I'm obsessed with Egypt. I've always wanted to go to Egypt. It's my destination of my dreams, so it's on my bucket list. I hope to go one day. And then some more artifacts and lots of skulls. I love me some skulls. So this is just a bigger photo that I took of the entrance, and I love the greenery and the vines. It's so beautiful. I just really love the trees and the colors, and I just really like this photo. And then this is, again, inside the museum, and the dinosaur. Also this 27th, and this is a KB and Friends printable, and I just backed it on this photo. Actually, I put some paper, and then I put this photo of my apartment all lit up from the outside. So yes, pockets are must-have in my October daily because I always take so many photos. So for this page, I wanted to highlight one of my favorite dinosaur photos. And it looked kind of funny because it looks like it's gonna eat that guy over here. I just added some bone stickers, some journaling. These 2 elements here are from my Beetleween collection. Alright, so we're moving on. We're almost done. This is the 28th. And this was, I believe, a Sunday. So I just added some ribbon here. So I made another apple crumble for our dessert. And I added this little guy inside. I think he's cute. And then I also listened to this record that I picked up. It has, I forgot what it's called, but so there's like mini little photos in the record. So when it plays, you see like a story, like, you know, it moves. I'm not explaining this well, but I hope you know what it means. Also went to this park by the water here. So I just took a lot of photos, and it was a full moon that day, but we didn't know, and I'll show you soon. So these are just some more photos from that park. One of my things on my bucket list is to see a moonrise over water, and I got to see it this day without even planning it, and it was just such a magical, beautiful day or evening. So out of nowhere we saw the moon, and it was beautiful and big and orange, and the photos never do it justice, but I did take a lot of photos. So I got to cross that off of my bucket list, which is awesome. So I did some journaling about the day here. And then also really sad, we lost Matthew Perry that day, and Friends is and was a huge part of my life. I watched it growing up and I still watch it. I've seen the series multiple times. I don't even know, hundreds and thousands of times, because whenever I need something in the background, I put on Friends, and it has a very special place to me in my heart. It means a lot to me. So I'm heartbroken that he passed, and I definitely had to document that in my album. So I just took some stuff from online, something someone wrote, and then I journaled about my feelings about that. So this is tucked back here. Oh, rest in peace. But for this page, I really like how everything layers. I like that the moon peeks out over there. So here are some more photos of the moon. Beautiful. And then on the 29th, we carved some pumpkins, and this page has a pom-pom trim. So just some photos of the night. So this is the 30th. I made pumpkin seeds. I made butternut squash soup. We carved another pumpkin. Here I built an altar for my grandfather and my Minu who passed, Buddy. And yeah, I just wanted to honor my loved ones who have passed. That's what that photo documents. And then this is Halloween. So I love going on Halloween walks and watching the trick-or-treaters. So this is a photo of us on the walk with the shadow. I really like this photo. It's so cool. And then I just simply added some stickers to decorate it, and this says hanging with my boo. I was waiting to use the sticker for the right photo, and I think it's perfect. And then this is, I had more photos of the house, but I didn't document it because I just ran out of space, and this was one of my favorite elements of the house, so I made just one page to document it. And this is truly the best house on the block because they put lights and music and sounds, and even last year, not this year, but last year, they did like a little trail through their backyard, and it was so fun. So this is definitely one of the best houses, and I did have, like I said, photos of the decorations, but I ran out of space. And here, this is a vintage treat bag, and this is just more photos of the night. I went working in the office that day. This is my outfit, and I always take spooky photos, so there they are. This is just a photo of me and my colleagues. And then I did my journaling about that day here. And then this is just a treat bag I got at Target many years ago. And in here I just have ephemera from the month, basically, from packaging my friend gave me, crystals that Liz sent me in our 13 days of Halloween swap. Oh, that's what it's called, Zoetrope. That's from the Nightmare Before Christmas record. And then this, I also got a Creeper record this this month, but I just didn't document it because I ran out of space. But all of the little ephemera bits go into this little treat bag here, like that. And then this is just pictures of the night and how we chilled and how we spent the night, and that's it. And the background paper is from KB and Friends, and this is the back cover. Again, the same ribbons as the front cover. And that is my album. Yay! Thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long one, but you guys like seeing my October daily detail videos, so I appreciate that. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or you want to know some of the products I use or whatnot, or just want to say hi, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any of my other spooky videos coming. And thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you watched it till the end, it really helps out my channel. Hope you're doing well and stay spooky. Bye!